The views and opinions expressed on this program do not reflect the company, owners, management, staff, clients, or partners.
It's Friday, the 24th day of October, 2025. Welcome to Bermuda's Daily Talk Show. It's the Daily Hour brought to you by the BAC Group of Companies, Medical House, Lindo's, People's Pharmacy, and a big shout out to HSBC Bermuda for ensuring we can pump through the radio airwaves with these most important community conversations on Hot 107.5. I'm Jamal Hartman. She's Teray Tall, and Teo Dill will be with us in a bit to bring you the latest in the news break. Teray, it is Friday, some people's favorite day of the week.
Yep, Friday fun day, my favorite day.
Oh, you mean you want to have some fun today?
I do want to have some fun today. I had a great day yesterday, and I think we're going to have a great day today.
I love it. You know, that's some good optimism. We need more optimism in today's world. We need more fun days, not just Fridays in today's world. But audience, how are you doing? It's Friday. It's fun day, Friday, fun day, however we want to put it. It's Friday. You know, I love Mondays too, though. You know, this is... You know, I love Mondays because I love coming back to all of you. Yeah, I did.
Oh. I see how you do that. But, you know, Mondays are great because, like, you know, you have an opportunity to be productive or whatever. Mm-hmm. But I think Friday is edging out of that competition between Monday and Friday. Friday's got Monday beat.
Yeah, okay. You know what? You know what's crazy about Fridays is so many people look forward to Friday and they end up doing more work on weekends than like at their jobs, like, you know, chores, like the laundry, the cooking, the taking their children to different activities, all this stuff. I'm just like, so about that rest you said you were getting this weekend.
But I feel like that's fulfilling work, you know, like that's work they're not grueling to do. If they're taking their kids to football, yeah, it's work, but it's like a labor of love. You know what I mean?
I think they'd rather do that than to go to some of their jobs. If you see how they talk about their jobs in private,
yeah.
Right? I'm not calling nobody out. I'm just saying, not calling nobody out. Anyway, folks, greetings everyone, and thanks for making us a part of your daily routine. A good one today as we welcome Michael Chibante on from HSBC Bermuda for another segment of Financial Fridays. We're going to be discussing home insurance and investment products today. The daily play is going to be things you should know. Yeah, I think she's got this one. I think you all have this one. I don't know the answer. I just picked it up. Let me look at the answer. I know the answer now. I got the question. But don't forget to subscribe on our website. Follow us on all of our social media channels to stay up to date with all that we have going on. Help us grow beyond the mic as we do our part to continue to improve our community. Folks, this is your daily discussion brought to you by our friends at Titan Express and Secure. And it's Friday Fun Day brought to you by Mailboxes. So, question of the morning. It's Friday and it's fun. And we're going to have some fun with this. Don't take it too seriously, folks. What's something that every Bermudian should know about Bermuda? What something that every Bermudian should know about Bermuda? Like, what comes to mind when you think, you know what? Everybody should know that. I got one. Can I go first?
Yes, please.
This is going to be silly, but it's something some people don't know. And I'm not taking shots at people in St. David's. I'm not. We love you too. But folks, there's only 9 parishes. St. David's isn't a parish. I'm just saying.
You know, Ajay, the other part of Bermuda Youth Connect, she wants St. David's to be a parish so bad. This is her voting issue, by the way. She wants St. David's to become a parish. This is what she votes on.
I'm not knocking Ajay. I get it. I get it.
I don't, boo. Love you, but I don't get it.
See, these West Enders can appreciate. Okay, here's another one. Here's one for the West End, right? What's something Bermudians should know about Bermuda? Miss Ellen Kate Horton tries to get people to understand this all the time. No, something people should know about Bermuda. Is it sands or sandies?
It's sands.
Sands, right?
Not sandies.
Right.
Yeah. Because I went to Sands Secondary Middle School, not Sandy's Secondary Middle School.
Sands, okay. We've got Manuela Jones. I said this to Terry before we came on, that we drive on the left. That's like something, so we drive on the left. That's something everyone in Bermuda should know, even though some of you bike riders don't necessarily abide by that. You should know that we're legally supposed to operate our vehicles on the left-hand side.
You just jumped on my punchline, because I was going to say some people drive on the left and some people drive on the yellow line. So
That's true.
There's levels to it.
It's true. What else, audience? What's something that every Bermudian should know about Bermuda? What's something that every Bermudian should know about Bermuda? Sean Smith says, Somerset is not a parish, it's a village. Yeah, Teray, people do refer to the West End like, as Somerset. One thing I learned about Somerset is there are people who will tell people who are not from the West End, you're not from Somerset if you don't come from after Somerset Bridge. Like Somerset starts at Somerset Bridge. I've heard people argue about that. So people that live White Hill are not from Somerset. That's what true Somerset folks say. I don't know. I don't get into domestics up at that end of the island.
It's a real domestic, because I think the distinction is for like cricket, like that's when the division is really shown of like, White Hill and then after the bridge. But if you put someone from White Hill and then someone from Bose Island into a room with someone like yourself who's from back of town, I think they're gonna say they're gonna say I'm from West, I'm from Somerset. So I guess it really is an outward facing unity, but internally they have some sibling tension or whatever.
Yeah,
it's like St. David's and St. George's, the same thing.
Yeah. Nah, man, I don't know. St. David's and George's people seem like they don't like each other. I'm just saying. Good morning to the H family. Jamel, I'm very disappointed that you would disrespect St. David's like that. What'd I say?
Yeah. I think Kenton Trott is one of the people who believes that it's a parish.
But I'm just saying, brother, I didn't make the rules. And Teray just highlighted and emphasized that it's not a parish. But that's something that people should know. Like, and it's one of those things. So where people say, what area are you from? You say, what area? Right? I think St. David's is seen more as an area. Now, I've seen addresses written out, and people who live in St. David's, it says St. David's. It doesn't say St. George's.
That is bizarre. Oh my God, that is bizarre.
Yeah, like anyone who lives in St. David's, doesn't your address say St. David's? It doesn't say St. George's. So, like, they're the only group that's not a parish where it says St. David's and not the parish.
I'm screaming.
If you live Rose Island, it says Sands, right? If you live,
it has a parish.
For Somerset Bridge, it says Sands. St. David's folks have an argument. They have a good argument, Teray.
Well, do they have a good argument, or are they just tenacious? Because they could be writing it down and just breaking the rules, basically saying, they don't want to have St. David's as an option. Well, I'm going to put it as an option. Because you know how they act, right? How they act.
They ain't voting for you when you run. They ain't voting for you.
First of all, I'm not running. Second of all, if I do run and lose my mind and run, it won't be in St. David's. It will not be in St. David's, I fear.
Hey, St. David's folks, she's governing for everybody except St. David's. This is funny, though, real quickly, before we get back to the combo. Anthony Richardson says, St. David has always been sinking in independence. Why is that so funny to me?
Because they have. They really have.
Term independence. It's making me think of people in Montreal seeking independence from Canada. All right. Back to the convo. What's something that every Bermudian should know about Bermuda? What's something we're gonna stop beating up on St. David's? I promise. Because we got.
It's not personal. It's not personal.
You all got some of the best seafood. I want to keep coming down to St. David's and enjoying the seafood. So Suzanne Ingham says, narrow roads, beautiful beaches, and water. It's Somerset, not Sands or Sandys. Huh? No, it's not Somerset. Don't do that. Look, I am not getting into domestics on that side of the island. We got enough problems in town. MP Richardson says, Hamilton is a parish and the capital. Yeah, some people don't know the difference.
Mm-hmm.
When you refer to something or someone in Hamilton Parish, Teray, would you say Hamilton Parish, the two words together, or do you say Hamilton?
It depends who I'm talking to. If I'm talking to tourists or someone who is new to the island, I would say, oh, this is Hamilton Parish. But if I'm talking to like someone who is familiar, I would just say Hamilton. But if I'm talking to a Bermudian, I would say, oh, it's in town. Like, it depends.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah, I was going to say, I just say town. I don't say Hamilton at all. And then, like in football terms, we just say parish, right? So, yeah. All right. You. What's some things that every Bermudian should know about Bermuda? We got Anika the Shield says the island sits in the crater of an extinct volcano. Yeah, we all should know that. Yeah. Edmund Johnson says, no, the Great Lake Pop said it best. White Hill is not summer. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm putting my hands up. We said we're Switzerland, Jamal. We're not taking any sides on either debate.
We're not getting into these east-west things. You know, we're staying out of Georgia business. We're staying out of White Hill, Booz Island, Duck Yard, Somerset. We're staying out of all of that. I think. Kenton Trott says, up the country is west and down the country is east. Yeah. It's almost like that Kyrie Irving, the world is flat thing. Because if we look at a map, it might tell us a bit different. Yeah. I mean, because technically, if you look at the Bermuda map, east is more north than west. I mean, unless my eyes is telling me lies.
I don't know. I really do. Honestly, it's one of those folklores in Bermuda that I wouldn't even check, because to find out the truth is to isolate yourself. Because it doesn't matter if you're right. You could be logically, factually correct, but it's so entrenched that Bermudians will always just be like, nope, up the country's west, down the country's east.
Yep. Ain't no telling us no different at this point. No.
It's over.
Audience, keep it coming. Let us know. It's Friday Fun Day. It's our daily discussion brought to you by Titan Express and Secure, and Friday Fun Day brought to you by Mailboxes. What's something that every Bermudian should know about Bermuda? Let's go on Instagram real quickly, because we did get a few responses on the IG place thing. And someone said, how do I do this? Someone said, why is it? Okay, I don't know how to read this. So someone said the significance of our island's trailblazers. That's something every Bermudian should know about Bermuda. Someone else says the heritage and significance of the gumbays. I don't think everybody knows that. And then we've got Mary Prince, Emancipation, our rich heritage of sailing and the trades. Those are things every Bermudian should know. What else? We've got Tanya Cheeseman says the causeway is the bridge and not the Kinley Field stretch. People don't know.
What's Kinley Field?
So Kinley Field's the road that goes from the causeway to the swing bridge. You know where that swing bridge is?
From the causeway to the swing bridge.
So once you get off the causeway, going east, that's Kinley Field, all where the boat race takes place, right there.
Oh yes. Oh yeah, I know that. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
You're real patient with that one, even though I saw the surprise on your face.
No, I no, not dull. I mean, I just expect you and Teo to know everything. That's all.
Listen, I don't venture down those parts often, and when I do, it's only for Renee Ming's walking group.
Walking group and the airport when she's leaving the island, folks. As every time she ventures down there. Kenton Trott says no to race, and David should be its own country. Oh, they want really.
See how they do it?
Yeah. Well, they do kind of have the airport, so we'd have to, get a passport just to go to. Yeah. St. David's has always been seeking independence. Yes, St. David's has their own postal code. DD. Says Mayola John. Yeah, they're different. Anika the Shield says my address is St. George's, not St. David's. I'm a transplant, not native to this village in the east. So I guess Anika the Shields, you live in St. David's and your address is St. George's, you're saying? right? Okay. WKD Lama said, I love the St. David's slender. Ain't no slender taking. Look, I'm not trying to go Connie game next year and get rolled up on. You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
You know, Teo said it all. I didn't say nothing about St. David's Island. I didn't say nothing. I love you all. You just ain't better than Baylor's Bay. Yeah. This is the point that Suzanne Ingham said. Instead of saying Hamilton Parish, I say Crowell Bay, Shelley Bay. There's the major points in Hamilton Parish when you say these things. What else, audience? What else? What's something that every Bermudian should know about Bermuda? Like what? Here's some things I didn't know growing up, Tari. I never heard of Mary Prince till I was an adult. I never knew about Sally Bassett till I was an adult. I didn't know until, like, I would say late teens, how many senators there were. I didn't know that there was a unfair advantage in politics without one man, one vote until 2003. I didn't know. I mean, there's a lot I don't know. I can keep going, but I didn't know what your technical institute closed. What else, audience? I mean, there's a lot we don't know. Like, what are some things every Bermudian should know that we don't know? There's a lot.
Yeah. For me, like, I love all the things you said, because I feel like there's a nice mix of politics and culture and geography. For me, I didn't know that Bermuda hosted the first Black Power conference. So we talk about the Black Panthers and people like Marcus Garvey. I didn't know that the first Black Power conference ever was hosted in Bermuda. I didn't know that the first Black woman to have a professional athletic contract with Nike was Debbie Jones, or Debbie Hunter Jones. I don't know her, Debbie Jones Hunter, who is like just phenomenal. I only recently learned, like a couple years ago, that the first Black woman to participate in the Olympics in diving is Bermudian Katora Horton Parent-Chief.
Yep.
Like, come on, there's so much. Like, there's so much. I didn't know that. You know Bell Hooks, the author? Do you know Bell Hooks, the author?
Yes.
She came to Bermuda for a writing retreat.
See, I didn't know that.
While she was writing her book, she came to Bermuda, and I didn't know that because it's not like she didn't stay here for long. She found she couldn't write here for some reason, but she didn't stay for long. But she came because Bermuda was seen as kind of like a hub of activity for racial progress, particularly after they hosted the Black Power Conference. Yeah, because she writes about love, she writes about feminism, she writes about racial relations. She talked about how Black women are on the margins. So Bermuda was a really inspiring place for racial progress at some point.
I've read the opposite, though. I've literally read the opposite, that many Black people who came to Bermuda during that time, like, really felt like, why don't Black Bermudians fight for more or fight for better? Why are they so, comfortable and so on? Right to this day, I was actually having that conversation with Rashida Godwin yesterday. We literally were talking about that.
Well, she left. She left for a reason.
Yeah.
Like, she said she couldn't stay here. And I think she had heard the opposite of like, oh, like there's racial progress. But when she came, she was like, something's running amok. And then she left. So she actually didn't finish her book when she came here.
Interesting. Well, I want to say there's two previous points that Teray made. You can find those things out in Bermuda Trivia editions. That's an FYI. But no, that's those are some things that people just don't know. And interestingly, you mentioned first Black Power Conference. One of the things I learned is that Louis Farrakhan was banned from Bermuda at one point. Yeah,
and Marcus Garvey too, right?
I didn't know these things. I didn't. But this is another point. Anthony Richardson says Bermuda used to own the Bahamas. I thought it was Turks and Caicos. Was it both? I know Bermudians used to earn, like the Bermuda coup used to earn Turks and Caicos Islands. Not us. We didn't earn anything, if you get
me.
We've got Michelle White says, I knew that codfish was a poor man's food, but didn't know the relationship with slavery. Here's the thing. These little folks, a couple years ago, right? It's loudmouth Bermudian political people. When I used the term slave diet, they got all offended. I'm like, do y'all read beyond your comfort? Like, go and look that up. I actually took it from a Black woman in Bermuda who coined the term as she was trying to get us to eat healthier. But I know that Bermudians love codfish and potatoes, but they understand the history of it. I can't stand it, and it's not for those reasons, by the way. I just don't. I just like it in a fish cake. I'm sorry.
Jamel, you make it hard for me. You don't like codfish, brother?
We've had this look, didn't they ate, I'm not getting into this because I ain't never been come for like when they came for me earlier this year on the internet when I said, come on, we got to be honest. Codfish and potatoes is nasty. And I swear every Bermudian tried to take my passport. I'm like, I don't have one anymore anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Jamal, you know what? As soon as you said that, I do remember us talking about it. And I think in an effort to maintain our relationship, I tried to forget it.
Oh, okay. I didn't say.
And then here you are again, reminding me. So let's pack that one away. One thing I also wanted to add, I think every Bermudian should know about Bermuda is that Bermuda played a really important role in negotiating charter agreements. So when planes fly across other countries and they kind of enter their airspace, that required a lot of negotiation. And Bermuda was the name title for the first negotiation charter for the world. It's called the Bermuda Aviation Charter. So Bermuda has played like a pretty big role in foreign policy.
Yeah. What the governor and I say yesterday, punch above our weight. Let's go through these last few comments before we bring Teo in. Don't forget, we've got Michael Chibante on from HSBC for another segment of Financial Fridays. All right, what are some things that every Bermudian should know about Bermuda? Sean Smith says there are 2 long bay beaches, one in Somerset and Warwick. Which one's the longest beach in Bermuda? Michael Daniels says, Down Den Road is not a he means Down D Road. It's not a geographical location.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is, Michael Daniels. Anika DeShield says the significance of the founders of the Barclay Institute should be more broadly known. T.
I tell you what, in doing Bermuda trivia, I did learn a lot. Barclay reminds me a lot about Howard when I read about the two, and I'll speak about it another time. Pontoon is Spanish Point Park. Yes. People say, where you going? Out Point. Okay. What part of Point? Pontoons. Okay, I know Point Park. It's you gotta depending on who you're talking to, you have to say your words first. Marquita Lee says we are not part of the Bermuda Triangle. Yeah, we are.
We are.
It's Miami, Puerto Rico, and Bermuda. Unless you all are teaching me something new.
I think we are.
Yeah. I mean, I hope Bermuda's part the tipping point. Bermuda is not in the Caribbean. Well, I'm hopeful that geographically most people will know that a Bermudian. Would hope every Bermudian would know that important fact about Bermuda. We've got Carmi was created to encourage, says west is up the country and east is down the country.
That one's popular.
Zena Trot says, do we have a stop list? Because that's sacrilegious. What you mean codfish and potato is nasty? See, you're trying to get me eaten up. You started that, but you know what? I'm not getting it. You
started it, Jamal. You could have just not said it. Why you have to say it?
Somebody in the audience said something and it just took me along.
Just imagine codfish and potato is just something you cannot touch. Okay, imagine it's hot to touch, so we don't touch.
All right. Well, folks, we got to go show some love to Titan Express and Secure. Bring Teo in to see what something that every Bermudian should know about Bermuda. He's probably going to have some wild take. And I'm just preparing my mind and heart for it. But folks, in the meantime, we're going to give away our first prize today for those who have filled out our survey. So if you haven't filled out our survey, Michelle White, WKD Lama, Carmi was created to encourage, Marquita Lee, Michael Daniels, Sean Smith, Jewel Eve, whoever else. If you haven't filled out our survey yet, just go to dailyhour.com and fill out our survey for us. And we're giving away our first prize today. Really something really cool. So you want to stay tuned for that. But we're going to show some love to Titan Express and Secure right now. Then we'll bring Teo in. The Daily Hour News Break. Don't forget, it's Financial Fridays. We've got Michael Chibante coming on from HSBC Bermuda. We're talking about some of their insurance and investment products.
The Daily Discussion is brought to you by Titan Express and Secure. Visit TitanEXBDA.com, your leading tour and transport provider specializing in Black History tours throughout the island. And SecureBDA.com for all your property management, waste management, residential, and commercial trucking needs. Professional, punctual, and reliable service is our commitment to you.
Alrighty, whatever platform you're on, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, X, or Instagram, give us a thumbs up, a love, a like. Let's bring Taylor in for the Daily Hour News Break.
Morning, fam. I'm Teo Dill. Welcome to the TDH News Break, brought to you by our peeps and peoples who know that life is stressful and want you to end the week as easily as possible. Park there for free. Get everything you need to get you through the weekend and beyond. I am marginally out of breath because, morning, y'all. I heard something Teray said, and I needed to sprint to my kitchen.
Oh?
I'm touching it. Codfish and potatoes is unpleasant. I don't care. I'm touching it.
I love your commitment to the bit. You went in the kitchen and got an oven mitt.
Thank you.
Touch the issue. But let me add a little nuance to it, right? Because what has been made clear over the discussion this morning so far is that Bermuda punches above its weight in almost every arena. Mm-hmm. However, the one space where I think it is definitive where we got unlucky with our traditional poor people's food, which honestly is the best stuff to eat the world over, right? Like oxtail and
God, people love that.
Like all the rice dish, you know, like
yeah, he
right. Like poor folks figured out how to make things that are kind of nasty taste wonderful, right?
It's
the world
real.
over.
It's real,
but here in Bermuda, the salt cod and just boiled potatoes, nothing going on. Now you can redeem it with the sauces, the tomato spice and the butter and all. Yeah. But within itself, codfish and potatoes.
Yeah. Thank you, Tay.
It's nasty. Thank you. It's nasty.
And Tay, they trying to take my card from me. I'm just like, come on, you all. Come on.
Both of you guys, have gone to a place that we cannot save you from.
See,
quite frankly.
I thought you were going to end that sentence by saying both of you guys have such refined palates.
Yep.
No.
Are clear, successful gastronomes, and we should probably reevaluate our relationship to this Bermudian staple. That's what I thought she was going to say.
I thought.
No, not at all. In fact, I'm wondering about your sensibilities. Do you just have a soft stomach? Like, can you not handle the content of the sauce?
Well,
sauce? What is it?
Because
I know you're both Virgos. You're both Virgos, and Virgos have sensitive stomachs.
Oh
Who told you that?
There she goes.
I just know.
When is your birthday?
That in a minute.
When is your birthday?
December 13th.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I don't know what that means.
I didn't know that.
What is it? What is the December 13th baby?
You know who else was born on December 13th? Taylor Swift and Larry Marshall's wife.
Oh,
all right, 50% success rate.
Hey, easy, stomach guy, easy.
This guy.
I ain't scared of them Swifties.
Oh, see, I don't mess with two groups, the Beehive and the Swifties, bro. I'm not doing it.
And I'm a part of both. By the way.
I'm not doing it. See, like, see, Teo? Nah, you're on your own, bro. It was, look, I'm gonna wear a shirt next week. It was him. It was Tim.
Oh, but I had one thing that every Bermudian needs to know. I actually had two, but my second one's kind of longer. We ain't got time for it now. But the short one is that every Bermudian needs to know that the definitive best snowball flavor combination: strawberry, pineapple, ginger beer. No debate. Anybody say anything else? I don't trust their tongue.
No, I just stopped at pineapple ginger.
I'm with you with that. Mm-hmm.
I need to throw some strawberry on there. I'm gonna go with you.
It will change your life, man. Like your back's gonna stop hurting you. You're gonna sleep better.
You ain't gotta tell everybody about my back pain, bro.
I just assume
that back pain. Mercy.
Now see, no.
Say what you got in the news? Enough of you.
Yeah, well, just a couple. One of the world's most well-resourced accounting firms has just sounded the alarm for real, for small island nations, i.e. Bermuda, around the risk of climate change and what it can do to the people who live in places just like this. Now, just a couple days ago, KPMG's Climate Week Roundtable underlined that the global impact on health system costs are likely to clear $1.1 trillion. This story has already begun to be told in a Pacific island called Tuvalu. Now, it's a bit smaller than us, about 1/5 the size of Bermuda population-wise, but it has already started to disappear, like literally disappear under the rising ocean sea.
We're talking in a matter of decades. That entire community and society could be wiped out from the face of the earth.
The ocean is my friend. Still is, but it is taking our lands bit by bit. It's taking our homes bit by bit. It is frightening.
So, how prepared is Bermuda for something similar?
Not at all. And that's not unique, right? Like, we're not especially unprepared. The planet is not prepared, and we are not even trying to act like we should get prepared, because to get prepared for this, it means everything that everyone does on every level, everywhere, has to move differently, and we're just not in that space.
Yeah. No, I get you.
Now, a big shout out to Maya for covering the BPS release yesterday about multiple packages of what are believed to be controlled drugs washing up on our coastline. That said, there's a new potential international detail about this kind of activity that I think we should keep in mind. If you remember, a couple weeks ago, we mentioned how the Trump administration was indiscriminately bombing Venezuelan marine vessels and killing their passengers in the Caribbean Sea based on the premise that they were smuggling drugs into the U.S., including one boat that's since been confirmed to be a fishing boat, was headed to Trinidad and would have needed to refuel 20 times to make it to Florida. Now, Trump justified these actions by saying it's all part of the U.S. war on drugs before he took this policy point to a whole new level during a recent press briefing. Just listen to this.
Well, I don't think we're going to necessarily ask for a declaration of war. I think we're just going to kill people that are bringing drugs into our country. Okay? We're going to kill them. You know, they're going to be like dead. Okay?
So here's the point. If you're trying to move some work over the ocean to Bermuda, which, keep in mind, is more than 1,000 miles closer to the U.S. than the boats that Trump has already blown up, you might need to keep an eye out for a drone strike from the most powerful military in the history of our planet. I'm just saying. Can you imagine, y'all?
That's terrifying.
How do they tell the difference between a fishing boat and a drug boat?
They don't. And that's the terrifying part about it. They don't.
Man, I'd be afraid to be a fisherman. That's my livelihood. I can't go fishing without being, target.
That's the point. Yeah. Now the working theory is that this is not about the drug trade. It's actually about destabilizing the Venezuelan government because they haven't liked the leadership there for some time. And, there are reasons to dislike that administration. But the main reason that they dislike it is their control over oil and gas.
But this doesn't seem humane. This doesn't seem like, where's United Nations in this?
This was in Project 2025, quite frankly. Destabilizing the Venezuelan government through targeted intervention on the sea was in Project 2025. And America, like the UN, I don't know if they can intervene in a way that we would want them to with their biggest funder and a member of the Security Council.
Yeah, like the UN's not in a position to do anything. And I almost laughed when you said, Jay, this doesn't seem humane. I'm like, well, yeah, it's the Trump administration. Humanity is not terribly consequential to them.
You're going to make me talk about all the administration. But anyway, we're not going there today because you two would take me there.
All right. Hands off. Taylor has to admit, not me. I'm not touching if it's hot.
I got to put it back on. I've still got it. That shit going to work. No, it's depressing news. It's going to be that much harder to get to and from Canada as of next summer, as Air Canada is going to be cutting one of their routes to the island. The seasonal Air Canada flight that directly connected Montreal and LFW, according to travel publication Air Routes, and I checked this myself, will not be returning to Bermuda for next year's tourist season. The route ended for this year just last week and was originally scheduled to resume as of May 2nd, but the connection between both destinations are no longer listed on the Air Canada site. Thankfully, though, Bermuda Air is still running a nonstop flight twice a week between Montreal and Bermuda, but fewer flight options are generally always bad news for us.
Man, Bermudians better hope Bermuda Air never goes anywhere because the flights that are stopping, Bermuda Air is like, they're right there. You know, I just hope Bermuda works out for Bermuda and Bermudians, man.
Me too.
Yeah.
Live Bermuda air.
Yeah, exactly. Like one way to help that maintain itself is just to use it as much as possible. Now, weather-wise, this weekend should be pretty gray and rainy due to the combination of high pressure retreating to the east and a westerly cold front banging into each other, which is stall out in our airspace, which will give us clouds, rain, chance of thunder, all that stuff. The one upside is that things should be a bit cooler between now and next week. So if you're a hoodie person, you can pull it out and not worry about looking silly and sweaty as you move around the island.
All right. Thanks so much. Teray, do you have a days of the year for us?
I do. And you know, because I like you guys, this is an opportunity for you guys to redeem your Bermudian quality. What? Today is National Food Day. So tell me about a Bermudian food that you like, please.
Cassava pie is one of cassava pie.
Without the meat.
Your Bermudian card is back, Teo. Your Bermudian card is back. Now, Jamel, over to you.
Oh, fish chowder all day.
Okay.
Fish chowder all day, man. What's yours? What's yours, audience? And what's yours?
Yeah. What's
Cutfish
yours?
and potatoes. Like, I really love cutfish and potatoes.
Teray.
Well, Suzanne Ingham says cutfish as well. So
see, that's my girl. That's my girl.
Yeah. Let's see what else there's. We've got a very special guest from HSBC coming up. So we're gonna tell you have a great weekend. We'll see you next week.
Good to see y'all, and the glove will remain out front, out of the kitchen, because it seems like it'll be necessary.
This guy. See you later. Tanya Cheeseman says cassava with chicken. Did Tanya say with meat or without? Because I'm
without meat.
Yeah,
but you know what? With you guys, we just have to accept marginal success. I figured.
I'm cool with that. We'll take that, because I'll tell you what. Cassava. Would you eat meat in your birthday cake? It's cake to me.
Jamal, this is different. Cassava is both sweet and savory. You put birthday cake in the mix? This is how I know you're reaching.
We're going to take a quick break, folks. Teray won that round. We'll be back in a few. Stick with us. We've got Michael coming up from HSBC. The Teo taker of our commercials. Well, give us a second, folks. We have to. Someone done ruined our commercial break.
We have people saying that's extreme, Jamal. So people are calling it out. Meat on a birthday cake.
What they saying, Teray?
Well, Anthony Richardson says beef pies with sweet dough. You know, I want to try that because I feel like cassava and chicken be busted.
Where you get it from? Where you get those beef pies with sweet dough from?
I don't know. Anthony Richardson, tell us where we can get those beef pies with sweet dough from. Michael Daniel says Wahoo Nuggets. Ooh.
From where though?
Yes. I like them from Woody's.
Is Woody's still open?
It was the last time I had it. Okay. I don't know. Is it closed? Is Woody's closed? Pie Factory. Pie Factory's great.
I heard the grass beef pies with a good thing, the good pies in Bermuda. I don't eat beef, so I wouldn't know.
Oh, okay. And Nikita Shield says homemade.
Homemade, okay. Okay, keep them coming. What else?
Yeah, I would love something homemade.
Yeah. Our apologies, folks. Our commercials were missing. So I'm just gonna let you know. But you know what? In the meantime, what you can do, whether if you're streaming with us on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter X, or Instagram, give us a thumbs up, a love, a like. And also, if you haven't done the survey yet, go to dailyhour.com and please put the fill out the survey for us. Help us help you as we move. What else are people saying, Teray?
Okay. So Woody's is closed. When did it close? Oh my goodness, that's terrible news. That's terrible news. Also, Teo clarified. He said he needs meat in the pie. So actually, we're good on Teo. We're good on Teo for now. And then Anika DeShield says sinkers. What's sinkers?
I know what sinkers are. I just can't think. Let's take this commercial break. We'll come back.
All right.
Commercial break. We'll be back in a few, folks.
Take a look at our workwear for construction workers and tradesmen. Durable, stretchable in all the right places and plenty of options for tools and accessories. Paired with our wide range of tough and comfortable footwear, you can't go wrong. As you can see, Medical House really is a one-stop shop for everybody. We can't wait to see you.
See it all at our new expanded location on Bakery Lane.
Discover Drop It, your go-to grocery delivery. Browse and select from a wide range of groceries, from fresh produce to daily essentials. Our friendly drivers deliver fresh groceries to your door fast, saving you time and hassle. With Drop It, you get fresh groceries delivered fast so you can focus on what really matters. Drop It, freshness at your doorstep, delivered to your door with Lindo's. Why go anyplace else?
People's ACW, located at King Edward VII Memorial Hospital, carries over-the-counter medicines, toys, cards, and even toiletries. Our knowledgeable staff are there whether you're at emergency, visiting family, or a member of BHB staff, to show you our best even when you're feeling your worst. People's ACW, we're here for you.
At HSBC, how we do business in our community is as important to us as what we do for our community.
We are here at Hungary Bay with HSBC today. We're planted over 500 mangroves using 2 different methods. This work is very vital for our mangrove ecosystem and would not be possible without HSBC's generous support.
I am super happy that we have a team here of colleagues helping us replant some of the mangroves. Mangroves are critical for preserving coastal nature. And with recent hurricanes, they have been taken away by waves. By replanting them, we are really helping nature be at its best.
Thank you so much for HSBC for sponsoring the Microforest Project, but by extension, the Hungary Bay Restoration Project.
Thank you to all of the charities, corporate partners, and HSBC volunteers for your commitment to our community.
SCARS stands for Saving Children and Revealing Secrets, and we are a Bermuda nonprofit organization whose mission is to reduce the risk of child sexual abuse and to be an advocate and a voice for children who've been sexually molested, as well as their affected family. New media like the Daily Hour is really important in partnering with organizations like SCARS. It's another platform for us for awareness. There can be no radio silence as it relates to child sexual abuse, and we need as many initiatives as we can get. We need to keep this message alive. In terms of us and the work that we do, live engagement is good because it allows the audience to ask questions, to make comments, even to provide us with encouragement and support. What I love about the live engagement when SCARS is being interviewed by Jamel is just this feeling of safety, this feeling that he gets it. He cares about children. It's a connection.
Welcome back to the Big Show to Ray Toll. I'm Jamel Hartman. It's the Daily Hour brought to you by the BAC Group of Companies, Medical House, Lindo's, People's Pharmacy, and a big shout out to HSBC Bermuda for ensuring that we can pump through the radio airwaves on Hot 107.5 with these most important community conversations. Folks, don't forget to subscribe on our website. Follow us on all of our social media channels to stay up to date with all that we have going on. Help us grow beyond the mic as we do our part to continue to improve our community. Without further ado, we are delayed, but we won't be denied in having this Financial Fridays conversation with our very special guest. Let's give a huge warm welcome to Michael Chibante from HSBC Bermuda. Greetings, Michael. How are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you? Thank you for having me.
No problem. First off, before we get into this, please let us know, what is your favorite Bermuda dish?
That's gonna be a tough one, but I'm gonna go with the fish cakes.
Ooh, that's a good one.
See, that's when codfish and potatoes make sense, when it becomes a cake.
See, Jamel, what you do, you take a good memory and you repurpose it for your agenda.
Mike and I got to ask you what you like on your fish cakes.
You know, you got to put it on your raisin bread. Can't just have it on any normal thing.
Yes.
So just last week, I shared that I was heavily insulted because a lady friend of mine likened us eating our food on raisin bread to raisins being in potato salad. And I was hurt. But I appreciated that we have that uniqueness and we have better taste buds than most people. So I appreciate that he said that. And I hope everyone who hated on our raisin bread as Bermudians is listening and tuned in. Clip that. Clip that. We'll put that on social media. Because Mike
clip that.
Clip that. You bought it for us this morning. He solidified my argument. He did.
Michael, he's got good selects. He's got good selects. Raisin bread, fish cakes. Yeah.
All right. Fish cakes and raisin bread over Michael's house after the show. Mike, let's jump into the conversation. Look, man, it's still hurricane season. People, believe it or not, a lot of people don't realize hurricane season actually goes until November 30th. Yeah, even though we're getting some cooler days. Because of hurricane season, there are many things that people don't even think of, whereas HSBC has some offerings and opportunities that can assist people before they need them. Can you describe what insurance products HSBC in Bermuda offers, especially those relevant to homeowners during hurricane season?
Yes, so HSBC acts as an agent on behalf of BF&M, so we're able to handle quotes, sales, and consultation for the home building insurance, contents insurance, motor insurance. So it's probably the most prevalent around hurricane season as well as on the roads. But then we also have travel insurance, mortgage protection insurance, and loan protection insurance.
Okay. Did you know that, Teray? I'm gonna be honest with you. I did not.
I did not know that.
Until studying for this program, I had no idea that of the relationship that HSBC had to offer insurance products in Bermuda. Audience, just yes or no, were you aware of that either? And if you have any questions or comments for Michael throughout this conversation, please feel free to send them through. Sorry, go ahead, Teray.
Michael, can you tell us what exactly is covered under HSBC's home buildings insurance and what perils are included?
So the policy covers structural damage to private residents, both minor and extensive. The perils include fire, windstorm, lightning storms, floods, theft, and vandalism. They do use the reconstruction cost when determining the insurance value, so they'll give you the funds to rebuild the home. And this one thing to note, very important, doesn't include contents. That's going to be a whole different insurance product.
Well, let's talk about contents.
Yeah, no. So real quickly. So just define before you even do that. So home insurance and home content insurance. What home insurance covers the building, is what you're saying. And as Teray said, so yeah, what does contents cover?
That's going to cover the contents in your home, garage, other buildings on your property for the same perils as the other ones. So fire, windstorm, lightning storms, floods, thefts, vandalism. There's also an extended coverage you can get to cover frequently used items that you take out of your home. If they are over $1,000, even while traveling, you do need proof of value.
So if someone wants to protect their personal belongings, like if I have a watch that's over $1,000 and I take it out of my house frequently, what does the home contents policy cover for that?
So it will depends on each policy and how much you have for contents insurance. You would have to go to BF&M and register with them first. Usually they're going to ask for things maybe like a serial number. They'll definitely ask for proof of value, and then you'll submit the claim through them.
So you said proof of value. Does that mean it has to go let that watch would have to get appraised if it hasn't been recently?
It really depends on the item. I mean, if you have the receipt and you go and register as soon as you buy it, should be good on that end. But if it's say like jewelry or something, then you don't need actual appraisal.
Okay. I just want to ask the audience before you continue, Teray. Audience, does anyone, whether you own a home or rent a home, because people who rent homes can get home content insurance, correct?
Yes.
So want to ask the audience, does anyone have contents? I think most of the places I've lived actually require us to have home content insurance, like to cover it. I don't know if it's law or it's just something the places I've lived have. I don't know, Teray, what it's like in the UK and Canada, but I just want to know in Bermuda, as far as is it something we do? Like the only insurance that I don't have is travel insurance. I just have never done it, but I think I might actually start doing it. But home contents insurance makes sense you know,
Yep.
especially when you're living in a building or apartment complex. Go ahead, Terry. Sorry.
Yeah, I definitely, when I was living in Toronto, I had content insurance and personal belonging insurance just because certain things have value, and if the building is already covered, you want to protect yourself. So like Michael said, you want to have like a valuation, and I did a lot of registering as well, so it's really interesting. But Michael, can you tell us what the home contents policy covers? Like, is it personal belongings or things within the home?
So that's going to cover things within the home as well as things that you take out. So for example, my dad's phone broke the other day and I ended up getting that insured through the contents insurance, so I didn't have to pay for the new phone.
Oh, wow.
That's a hack.
Yeah.
That's a hack. That's a hack. You're listening, people. Those new phones are not cheap. It makes a lot of sense, right? Because we think about insurance for your car, for your medicine, but like your contents are just as important. So, Michael, if someone's home is damaged in a hurricane, what steps should they take to file a claim, and how does that work with HSBC and BF&M?
So the claims are submitted directly through BF&M. The claims form can be found on BF&M's website at www.bfnm.bm. Claims are handled Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., but they also have a 24/7 claims helpline for after-hours emergencies. One thing to note is just make sure you have your policy information handy, proof of damage, photographs if possible, and just follow the details in your policy to ensure that you know what's covered and what's excluded.
I love 24/7 because really you don't know when disaster is happening. So it's really, really convenient. Can you tell us about mortgage protection insurance? How does it work and why is it relevant in storm-prone times or in the storm season?
So mortgage protection is going to cover, it's not going to be as prevalent during storm times. It's designed to cover the outstanding balance on your mortgage if the borrower were to pass away. So the maximum sum insured would be $2 million, and the policy will last the duration of the mortgage. It can be canceled at any time, but if you cancel within the first 30 days, you do get a full refund. After that, there'll be some terms and conditions that may apply.
Okay.
Interesting. I'm learning a lot. So in your experience, what are some common misunderstandings or informational gaps that people have about their insurance policies in Bermuda, particularly related to hurricane risk?
So some people assume the contents are already covered in their building insurance policy. They don't realize that it's actually a separate home insurance contents policy they would need. They also underestimate the value, or they don't specify those high value items over $1,000. And then some people don't know that we're only the agent, that BF&M is the one that handles all their underwriting and claims.
So a high value item, and a high value item is something that's over $1,000.
Yes.
So your phone is a high value item.
Yes.
At this point,
wow. Wow.
Yeah. I don't have any high value items. But for people who do, actually I do. I've got equipment in my place, right?
Yeah, Studio J, come on.
Yeah.
Right. My apologies. But that's so interesting, and this is stuff I think a lot of people know. And audience, we'll get to the questions. We've got some comments and questions coming through right now, and you can keep them coming. We'll get through as many as possible before Michael heads out. But what do you recommend homeowners do now? Right? I know we're heading toward the end of hurricane season, but it's still hurricane season for just over another month. What would you recommend they do before a hurricane arrives to ensure that they are fully protected?
Review your building and home insurance and the contents insurance policies. Make sure that you have enough insured value for the coverage that you need. Make sure your high value items are listed and that you have the proof of value ready. Ensure you have your documents handy just in case you do need them. Photograph your property or video of any items that are in good condition as like a before and after, and just ensure that you know how to contact BF&M and have the emergency numbers accessible.
Indeed. Yeah. Shelley Maxine says, wow, interesting. Yeah. A lot of information a lot of people didn't know this morning, right? I'll get to the questions in a second, but why might someone choose HSBC insurance over other options in Bermuda?
So the convenience, the fact that we act on as an agent, the product range that we mentioned, all the different products that we do have. We also have the additional options for contents, extensions for items outside of the home or when traveling. And BF&M is a trust provider. They're experienced in Bermuda. They've been here many years. They know the local risk. They know what Bermuda is all about.
Yeah. Are there any benefits for someone who already banks with HSBC to getting their insurance through you as an agency?
There are a few different benefits. It does have a few little caveats, like with the motor insurance and stuff. The best bet in this situation would actually be book an appointment, so we can go through all the individual benefits and be able to provide the quote. That way we can specify to each individual customer what the benefits would be.
All righty. Let's go to the audience real quickly. Shelly Maxine Eve is asking, is there a fee for quotes?
No, there's no fee for us to provide you with a quote.
Okay. We've got Manuela John asking, is there a time limit on claiming damages?
That you would have to check on your individual policy. I don't know what they'll be offhand, but those will be quoted in the terms and conditions of each policy.
All righty. We've got Tanya Cheeseman says, I have content insurance. Anthony Richardson says, yes, content insurance. Anthony Richardson said, no, he did not know. What were we? I asked something earlier. He said no, and then Janet Maynard said yes. Oh, that HSBC offered this. Sorry, that they didn't know. For people who don't know, if this is their first time hearing this conversation, that you do act as an agent for this kind of insurance, what would you say to them?
So if they didn't know that we ever acted on behalf, I would say come in, have the conversation with us. Let us tell you all about the policies. Let us provide you with the quotes. See what kind of benefits are for it.
Yeah. And before you head out, just share with us 3 concrete actions that our audience can take today to make their insurance protection, or to make sure their insurance protection is solid for the rest of this hurricane season in particular.
Review your insurance policies. Check what's covered, buildings versus contents, the perils, the exclusions. Update your home inventory or create one. Take photos, keep proof of value for high value items, and reach out to HSBC via branch, phone, or online to get a quote or review your current coverage.
I was actually working a summer job at a local insurance company in 2003 when Hurricane Fabian hit Bermuda. And it was at that time that I learned that some people really don't know what they need until they need it. There are people tuned in right now who maybe they don't have home insurance or content insurance or mortgage protection. They just see it as an expense. Just respond to that, like seeing it as an expense versus protection.
So you got to kind of, especially with certain types of insurance, like the home insurance stuff, take into consideration how much it's going to cost you to then replace the items that you're trying to insure. And then do the math. Just figure out how long would it take you to save those funds versus how much the insurance will cost you each month, and work out if it is cost effective for you or not. Having that peace of mind as well, knowing that if something happens during a hurricane, especially for your home, that you're going to have the coverage to be able to repair or replace it. Some of these things can be expensive to fix. One little minor thing costs thousands of dollars easily.
Indeed. Michael, thank you so much for this conversation. I've learned a lot. Teresa.
Me too.
The audience, then they've learned a lot. I appreciate these Financial Friday conversations. Before you head out, I must ask you one more question. I know you said fish cakes. I know you said raisin bread. But we didn't ask them the question of the day. But I ask you, what's something that you believe every Bermudian should know? Wait for it, about HSBC.
Oh, you thought you ate your mouth.
HSBC. That's a very good one. I would probably say what we discussed today, the insurance products.
There you go.
A lot of people don't seem to not know that. So definitely the insurance that we have that we offer through BF&M.
He said it. I literally he said it. It was that we offer
and
this. There you go.
And HSBC sponsors Cup Match, right? The biggest sporting event of Bermuda.
Yes, they do.
No, but everybody should know that. if you watch Cup Match and don't know that,
look, I would think we knew it was not. There were 9 parishes. Not everybody. I've learned to understand that we shouldn't assume, man. Because trust me, yeah. But no, Michael, thank you so much for the conversation. It's been a pleasure. You've helped us, and these conversations are meant to be helpful. Have yourself a wonderful weekend, and we look forward to the next conversation on Financial Fridays with HSBC Bermuda.
Thank you both for having me. Hopefully I can be back soon.
All righty. Michael Chibante, folks, if you appreciated that conversation and you're streaming with us on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, X, or Instagram, please give us a thumbs up, a love, a like. We're going to take a quick break, but we're going to give away a prize afterwards for someone who's filled out the survey so far, right? And if you haven't filled out the survey, just go to our website, thedailyhour.com, and fill out the survey. It's right up top of the page, but we'll come back. We've got a daily play. It's the things you should know as well. I'm honest, I didn't know the answer. So,
all right, audience, I'm going to need you to tap in on this one.
You all have got this. Stick with us. We'll be back in a few.
Being from this little island, like yourself, we knew you needed access to reliable shipping. We set up mailboxes so you can skip all the long waits or held up in customs excuses.
With mailboxes, that won't happen. Get your packages in under 48 hours using our dashboard.
Plus, if you're a planner or headerer, our weekly consolidation service might be for you. We hold your packages in Delaware and ship them together to save you big time on shipping fees.
And with our warehouse being in Delaware, that means 0% sales tax. Pretty cool, right, guys?
For over 70 years, Bermuda Pest Control has been protecting homes and businesses island-wide. We offer a full suite of services, including rodent control, termite fumigation, and general insect control and maintenance. Our team of experts will quickly and efficiently eliminate any pest problem you may have. With Bermuda Pest Control, you can enjoy a pest-free home in no time. We're committed to providing fast, reliable, and solution-driven services for our customers. It's what we've been doing since 1952. Call Bermuda Pest Control today and say goodbye to pests for good.
Looking for the best care for your pets? Noah's Ark Feed and Supply has everything you need. From top quality foods to toys and supplies, we've got it all. Join our frequent buyer program and earn rewards every time you shop. Plus, we've been awarded the Clever Customer Initiative program for helping you save more. And don't forget, we open an hour early on Saturdays so you can get a head start on your pet care. Visit us today or shop online for easy pickup or delivery. Your pets will thank you.
Dreaming of expanding your business? With BDC's Loan Guarantee Program, we support your ambitions. Get up to 75% guarantee on bank or credit union loans up to $300,000. Just your vision and our support. Apply today and unlock new business opportunities. BDC, Bermuda Business starts here.
Alrighty, welcome back to the big show. Jamal Hartman here. It's the Daily Hour brought to you by BAC. Actually, I forgot to mention Teray, didn't I? Yeah, Teray Toll's there too as well. But BAC Recordings, Medical Linda's People's Pharmacy, and a big shout out to HSBC Bermuda. Folks, thanks again to Michael Chibante. That was an awesome conversation. Love learning during these community conversations. If you haven't already, make sure you give us a like, love, follow, share the link with your friends, your family, your colleagues. Make sure as many people as you know have access to these most important community conversations, and make sure that, you know, their taste buds are more similar to Teo and I's than Teray's. All righty, folks. It's time for the Daily Play brought to you by Bermuda Trivia, now available at stores throughout Bermuda. Follow Bermuda Trivia on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, X, and TikTok to find out why it's Bermuda's favorite trivia game. Teray, are you ready?
I want to be. But now I'm nervous, so I need the audience to tap in.
All right. Hands in the air, please. Thank you. Okay. Great. Audience. How many chambers is the heart divided into?
32, 36, 42, 52, 10. I don't know that answer. 4.
You saw 10 years.
Of course I did. Of course I did.
What is the answer? How did they know this? Tanya, Zena Trott, Stacey Brown, Shawnette Bell. Like, how did you?
Mark Arthur C. Phillips at 77. That's what I was thinking. I'm thinking this is a very complex thing. Maybe it might just be like lower and upper, like lower ventricle.
How did anyone know that?
Mercy. Some geniuses watching TDH.
Yeah. A few people said 2. Tanya Cheeseman remembers from biology class. All right. Okay. Yeah, I didn't pay attention in biology. It's like, why I got to take this class? But before we give our final thoughts, so let me the first prize we're going to give for filling out our survey is going to be a 30-minute stretch therapy session with Damian Henry at Sephora. So the winner of that is going to be, I'm not going to say the whole email. So if you're in the audience, just give us a heart or something. I'm not going to show you all your business, but it says Dr. Zena Dawn. So Dr. Zena Dawn, you are the first winner. And again, like I said, we have quite a few prizes this time. Instead of just offering one prize, because we want to reward as many of you as possible. So the first prize for filling out our survey goes to Dr. Zena Dawn and you know the rest. So Dr. Zena Dawn will send you an email. Oh, that's me. Says Zena Try.
Congratulations. She's on the road today.
That's me. We'll send you an email, Dr. Zena. But congratulations, and audience. We have many more prizes to go. We're giving away a 2-night stay with Off Grid. We're giving away a Bermuda trivia set. And I cannot share with you what's included in that set. But let's just say it's going to be all 6 editions that are already released, plus 4 new Bermuda trivia related things that will be released next month. So
they're getting the new.
Yeah, so they're going to get everything. And then we have various gift cards from our sponsors and partners that will be given away as well. So again, if you haven't filled out the survey yet, please do, as we want to reward as many people as possible. All right. So let's wrap up today's conversation. Teray, your final thoughts on this morning's Friday Fun Day, and then the conversation with Michael from HSBC.
Friday Fun Day was interesting per usual. I mean, I love that everyone had like a wide mix of things about Bermuda, whether that's cultural, historical. But I think the conversation kind of devolved into St. David's versus St. George's, White Hill versus Somerset, which is interesting, right? But I think speaks to the character of Bermuda. So that was really, really funny. You and Teo really disappointed me today with your food choices. I'm going to put that on the table and leave it there. You both don't like codfish. And Teo had the audacity to go and grab a mitten from his kitchen and say, I'm touching it.
Yeah, good man.
That is a diabolical level of audacity.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that the TDH family and Twitter jumped you for that opinion of not liking codfish. Yeah, maybe you should, Jamel. Maybe you should be worried about them. But on the conversation with Michael, that was phenomenal. Like, it's really, really interesting and relevant because I'm thinking about these very adult things now: home ownership, insurance. So it was really, really, really insightful. And I think that everyone kind of learned something. But I hope that young people particularly were paying keen attention, because if you want to come back, insurance is something that we're going to have to think about, for better or for worse.
Yeah. I love Friday Fun Day. I do. I know you all haven't been too favorable in your responses in the survey, but I think what it does, it lets us relax a bit, have some fun, but also learn things at the same time. There are things, like I said, I did not know about Bermuda growing up, right? We were not taught, and I didn't have access to learn on my own. I think now we live in a space where information's more accessible, and it gives us the opportunity to know a lot of things that we didn't have access to previously. So I loved the engagement and learning what some find important to themselves versus what others find important. As far as the conversation with Michael Chibante, I love learning through these conversations, regardless of who it is, just asking questions, more so because I'm inquisitive. I just kind of would like to know more. I had no idea that you can get insurance through HSBC, obviously BF&M, but I had no idea prior to learning about what we were going to be discussing. So even reading about it and learning about it and looking on BF&M's website, it was an eye-opener for me. And as a person, we live in an age, Teray, where people love to have everything in one place. Like, someone says, well, I have all Apple products. I have all this. I have all that. All my stuff this. So It just makes convenient sense, right? So yeah, thank you once again to HSBC and Michael Chibante for doing Financial Fridays, and hopefully the audience found it helpful. You've got any daily inspiration for us?
I do. It's from my favorite author lately, Brianna West, the one that you call Deep. And I had a couple people reach out after and say, send me that quote, send me that quote. So here we go. Brianna West says, everything is hard in some way. It's hard to be in the wrong relationship. It's hard to be in the right one. It's hard to be broke and miserable. It's hard to achieve your dreams and maintain success. It's hard to be stuck in the middle, not really feeling anything at all. Everything is hard, but you choose your hard. You choose what's worth it. You don't choose whether or not you'll suffer, but you do choose what you want to suffer for.
Yeah. Choose your heart. Bottom line, moral of the story, choose your heart. We are all going to choose what's worth suffering for. That's life. That's real, man. Thank you for that, Teray. Folks, we've got to run. I have some news for you, though. I didn't realize. Let me be very clear, because I'm not taking accountability. I know talk about accountability, but I'm going to shake it. I did not know we weren't on next Monday. I just get the schedule given to me, all right? So we're not on next Monday, but we have some more great guests. I believe the leader of the One Bermuda Alliance is finally coming on next week as well. So we've got some really good conversations coming next week, but we're not on I don't think we're on Monday. I thought I saw the schedule. I don't think we're on Monday. So don't blame me, all right? Because I know I got hate mail, Terry. So we're not on Monday, but we'll definitely be back if all goes well. All right. So that said, don't forget to subscribe on our website. Follow us on all of our social media channels to stay up to date with all that we have going on. Please, folks, if you haven't done the survey already, go to thedailyhour.com. Help us out. Give us do the survey for us. Help us grow beyond the mic as we do our part to continue to improve our community. Thanks again to our partners, the BAC Group of Companies, Medical House Windows, People's Pharmacy, and a big shout out to HSBC Bermuda for ensuring that we can pump through the radio areas with these most important community conversations. As always, we appreciate you, we love you, and we thank you for making us part of your daily routine. If all goes well, we'll be back to do this again with you next Tuesday. She's Teray Tal. I'm Jamal Hartman. Please do make it a safe and a great day. We are out. Peace.